continue racing through the month of September in 2022. It's already the 15th of September. Thanks for watching the Calvary briefing today. Every once in a while, we refer to current events that are happening around the world. And one of the events that has happened recently that seems to be impacting many people is the death of Queen Elizabeth II. She died last Thursday. And there are millions of words being written about her. Television networks are broadcasting their newscasts live from London. And here in America, we are sometimes proud of the fact that we don't have a king and a queen, but we follow clearly what is happening with the royalty in England. I will confess that I'm more than a little interested this year because 6 weeks ago I happened to be visiting in England and saw some of the sites that are on our newscasts up close and personal. It's interesting that there's actually quite a bit of evidence that Queen Elizabeth was a follower of Jesus. Billy Graham, in one of his books, wrote about some times that he had with her and of her interest in Scripture. And in one of her Christmas addresses recently, she said this: "Billions of people follow Christ's teaching and find him the guiding light of their lives. I am one of them." So as we think about this important event in world history where a 70-year reign has ended, there are many fellow believers who are closely associated with the nation who have written many favorable things about Queen Elizabeth II. One pastor from Arlington Heights, Illinois, actually grew up in Scotland, and his name is Colin Smith. And he's actually a pastor in our group, the Evangelical Free Church of America. And he wrote an article early this week that highlighted 4 aspects of leadership that we could learn from as we look at the life of Queen Elizabeth II. Number 1, he said, the Queen showed that wise leaders exercise restraint. There were many times throughout her 70 years that Queen Elizabeth could have acted and shown that she was very strong and very powerful, but she exercised restraint. Most of the time during her 70 years, the average person didn't even know where she stood on a particular issue or what political party she happened to side with. We also see from the life of Jesus that he also exercised restraint. Wise leaders exercise restraint. Secondly, influence and example are more enduring than power. Influence and example are more enduring than power. As I have seen interviews with those who are grieving over the death of Queen Elizabeth, they don't speak of how she was a powerful individual. They don't speak of how much money she had or of her crown. They speak of how she showed them how to live and how she influenced quietly an entire nation and indeed, in many respects, much of the world. Influence and example are more enduring than power. Thirdly, hard work and humility earn respect. At a very early age, Queen Elizabeth told the English people that she would be in their service. Here is royalty. Here is a queen who has power, who said to her subjects, "I will be in your service." Hard work and humility earn respect. And finally, bonds of affection deepen over time. People know if you love them. They can discern the difference between the one who is loyal to them and the one who has an eye always on the next person to meet or the next individual that they want to talk to. Where people are deeply loved and humbly served, strong bonds of affection are formed over time. The queen won a special place in the hearts of the people she served because they saw her restraint, they saw her hard work, and they saw her loving care. Those of us who love Jesus Christ and to whom he has granted positions of leadership would do well to follow her example. And remember the truth of Romans 14:10. Why do you pass judgment on your brother? Or why do you despise your brother? For we will all stand before the judgment seat of God, even the Queen of England.